He wanted to have a baby by me, and that was that. And we kept trying and trying.
He denies the baby.
Yes, because I'm in another relationship.
She's a player. She played a game with my emotion. She plotted.
Were you using protection?
He said he don't believe in condoms.
But you told me you was on birth control.
Hold on to your hats, folks, because today's episode of Paternity Court is heating up with drama. Ms. Sales steps into the courtroom, her heart on her sleeve, desperate for Mr. Jackson to step up and acknowledge their daughter, Micaiah. She spills the beans on how he ditched his promises as soon as the going got tough. What's really behind his sudden cold feet?
Miss Sales, you claim that you and the defendant, Mr. Jackson, were in a serious relationship and it was his idea to have a baby. But now that your 3-year-old daughter, Micaiah, is here, he denies being her father. You want him to step up and take care of his daughter. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Jackson, you claim that Miss Sales is a former side chick.
The scene sets with Ms. Sales tearing up, recounting the once sweet days now soured by Mr. Jackson's outright denial of their daughter. This isn't just a simple case of he said, she said. There is a line of dodged responsibilities and dodgier excuses. The air is thick with tension. Do you feel it? The audience is left pondering. Just how genuine is Mr. Jackson's standoffish stance? As Ms. Sales details their shared history and her shock at his denial, the courtroom hangs on every word, questioning the credibility of Mr. Jackson's denials.
I opened my case today because I was with D'Amico for 5 years. We were in a relationship. We had our baby, and now because he sits up and talks to his family, now he feels like that is not his child. Since the day my daughter was born, because she was light-skinned with gray eyes, that was not his child because I'm too dark to have a light-skinned baby.
Flip the script and enter Mr. Jackson, who shrugs off their history as a mere casual fling. Oh, the audacity. He labels Ms. Sales as a side chick, minimizing their past to mere convenience. This bombshell throws a harsh light on the day's proceedings, making us all wonder if what we're seeing is just the tip of the iceberg of a much more calculated tale. His nonchalant dismissal of their relationship sparks whispers among the audience as they react with disbelief and disdain.
What were you doing?
You know, she was like my side woman.
Your side woman.
She was your side woman.
Miko, you gonna stand her
So
lie?
it's your testimony you weren't in a relationship at all.
I mean, we had a relationship, but it wasn't serious. You know, we was just, you know.
You left your ex to come be with me. How was we not in a relationship?
It was more of, you know, she had great sex.
Oh, I put it on him and he could never leave.
I mean,
Judge Lake digs deeper, peeling back the layers of their complicated past. A hospital visit mentioned by Ms. Sales stands out, a pivotal moment possibly leading to Micaiah's conception. Mr. Jackson fires back with accusations of infidelity, his claims shrouded in suspicions and hearsay. The courtroom becomes a battlefield of accusations, with each side painting a picture of deception and mistrust. Who's playing whom in this tangled web of past love and present denial?
You know, regardless, you could still make a baby even though she might have been your side woman. I mean, that none of that prevents you from becoming a father.
yes, but I wasn't the only man that was smashing it.
He's lying. He was the only person that I was messing with, the only person I had been with for a year before I even got pregnant. So again, he's lying.
How long did this last? How long did it go on for?
As the clock ticks towards the dramatic conclusion, the stakes are sky high. With everyone on the edge of their seats, the big question looms. Will the truth about Micaiah's paternity open a can of worms about hidden motives, fear of commitment, or shirking financial duties? We're all holding our breath for the DNA results. Will they bring clarity, or will they blow open new doors to hidden secrets? Anticipation builds as the judge prepares to unveil the results, promising to resolve or possibly deepen the mystery of the paternity dispute.
So when do you finally find out Ms. Sales is pregnant?
It's around like September.
There it is, September.
Yes, ma'am.
The last week.
Yes, ma'am.
Outlined in hot pink.
Yes, ma'am.
Micaiah was born in May, on May 9th.
Yes, ma'am.
So is it your testimony that you didn't have sex from June when you broke up with Miss Sales all the way in July,
Yes.
nor in August,
Yes, Your Honor.
nor in September?
As the final gavel waits to be slammed, the tension could be cut with a knife. What will the DNA reveal? Are we in for a straightforward answer, or will it only lead to more questions about the real Mr. Jackson and Ms. Sales? It's almost time for the verdict. And let me tell you, this revelation will be one for the books. The courtroom holds its breath as the judge delivers the verdict, potentially changing lives forever.
Mr. Jackson, you are the father.
Now I know who my baby daddy is.
Miss Sales, you don't have to do that. I don't run no circus, and I don't need no clowns.
I understand.
We're talking about a baby. She should know who you are.
She know who I am.
She don't need no side daddy. She needs the daddy that is going to be protecting her.
Strap in, folks, as today's episode of Paternity Court rolls out a riveting tale of love, money, and a whopping question mark over fatherhood. Mr. Harvey finds himself in a whirlwind drama over a hefty sum of $496.52 spent on baby supplies for a child he's convinced isn't his. On the flip side, Ms. Jett is on a mission to prove him wrong and pull him up to the responsibilities of dadhood.
Mr. Harvey, you are asking the court to award you $496.52 for baby supplies you say the defendant, Ms. Jett, demanded for a child you adamantly deny is yours.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Jett, in response to Mr. Harvey's suit, you have petitioned the court for the results of a paternity test.
Yes, Your Honor.
The courtroom drama kicks off with Mr. Harvey demanding a refund for all the baby essentials he reluctantly purchased. Counteracting, Ms. Jett insists on a DNA test, determined to expose the truth that he is indeed the father who needs to step up. The backstory unfolds rapidly with their swift transition from casual online chats to sharing a home, and soon, the chaos of an impending baby sparks a fiery breakup. The details of their rapid escalation from dating to cohabitating to separation set the stage right up for a heated legal battle.
After us having sex, she got pregnant.
Your Honor, that's a lie. In July, I started dating Harvey. Every day, I actually moved with Harvey in July. Every
moved
day.
in with
Yes,
him?
I did. And every day we had sex every day.
You got pregnant
nonstop.
2 weeks.
I
You
didn't
got
find out till I was
So we had sex the first week I
it-
met you?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so it was the second
I didn't
week.
find out till I was pregnant a month later, which was August.
The tension escalates as Mr. Harvey presents receipts and witness testimonies, attempting to disentangle himself from financial commitments. Ms. Jett, supported by her mom, argues that Mr. Harvey is merely trying to dodge his paternal duties. Emotions surge as both parties lay their cards on the table, each adamant about their version of the truth. But come on! He had receipts. He couldn't be lying, right?
We stopped talking. She moved back to Orlando. She wrote.
Why'd you stop talking?
Because he was so sexually active with other women. He was cheating on me.
Okay, so there was a breakdown in the relationship,
Yes, he was-
and then it ended.
Yes.
So at some point you were living apart.
Yes.
And then you demanded he bring you.
I was asking him months and months and months. Can he get this? Can he get that? He said, no, I'm not getting.
Just when Mr. Harvey seemed to embrace the idea of fatherhood, the plot thickens with accusations of infidelity and a controversial Facebook photo tag linking another man to their child. This unexpected twist sends Mr. Harvey reeling, fueling his doubts about the entire situation. As the courtroom buzzes with the drama of receipts and eyewitness accounts, suspicions arise that Ms. Jett may have viewed the baby as a ticket to financial stability. The air crackles with tension as the courtroom becomes a battleground for truth and deception. And it is no joke.
Don't worry, you ain't gotta worry about me leaving her. You said that.
And I can sense your anger and
You
your
said it.
frustration.
You said
and
it.
that's because you feel like he's turned his back on
Yes.
the baby.
Because-
and
Also,
your-
Your Honor, he was there for the delivery.
And Your Honor, I
Yes,
lost my
you
job
did.
because of that too.
He cut the cord.
I lost my job because I was supposed to go to
He
work
was-
that morning,
Your Honor,
and
he
I
was
came
a
over there.
janitor.
I came there. We wasn't even talking. She was in a relationship our whole pregnancy.
As the episode nears its climax, the audience is on the edge of their seats, absorbed by the unfolding drama that dives deep into the motives, deceit, and the high stakes of money swirling at the core of this romantic debacle. What's the real story? And at what cost does a romance falter and fall? Stay tuned as the curtain rises on the dramatic finale, where the results of the DNA test are revealed. Will the truth free Mr. Harvey from financial burdens, or tether him forever to a new reality? We're about to find out. Make sure you're seated and ready for a verdict that could change lives. Here it comes. Are you ready for the big reveal?
Mr. Harvey, you are not her father.
It's fine. That's fine. It's fine, because I was in a relationship before I met him. I was in a relationship previous.
Oh, now you in a relationship?
Before I met you, yes, but I was never pregnant.
Ms. Jett, you so diplomatic now.
Because, no, listen, Your Honor, you're not.
I just witnessed.
This is a tough one, and I hope you're ready for it. In this emotionally charged episode, the stakes are high as Mr. White brings his ex-wife, Ms. Mock, to court. He contends that she cleverly orchestrated the removal of his parental rights to pave the way for another man to adopt their daughter, suggesting hidden motives and perhaps financial incentives behind her actions.
Mr. White, you've brought your ex-wife to court today because you believe she mysteriously had your parental rights revoked for for a girl you believe was your biological daughter, thus allowing another man to adopt her.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, you've petitioned the court for a DNA test and say once the results prove that you are indeed Miss Tasha Mock's biological father, you would like her mother to pay you $5,000.
Mr. White opens with a tale of legal battles fought from behind bars, where he believed he was. Mr. White opens with a tale of legal battles fought from behind bars, where he believed he was defending his right to be a father. His story of perseverance as a dad in jail paints a tearful picture of a man struggling against the odds. Meanwhile, Ms. Mock's insistence that Mr. White is not the father shows her desperate measures to ensure her daughter's future, possibly swayed by the allure of stability offered by another man. Their stories unravel, drawing a complex picture of what might have been a battle less about custody and more about severing ties, peppered with accusations of deception and manipulation. Talk about messy.
30 days after Tasha was born, she brought her to the jail and let me hold her. The day afterwards, I was shipped upstate for 10 years. Now, a couple years after that, Julia had filed and petitioned the court for divorce in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. It's allowed because I was incarcerated for a period exceeding 2 years. About a year after that, she petitioned the court to involuntarily terminate my parental rights to both my son and to Tasha. I acted as my own attorney because I had nothing but...
As the courtroom tension escalates, Ms. Mock's defense portrays her as a protective mother, but under the intense gaze of Judge Lake, inconsistencies begin to surface. The layers of their tumultuous relationship peel back, revealing a saga of distrust and strategic maneuvers possibly motivated by financial benefits or an escape from past emotional entanglements. The audience is left weighing her claims. Was she acting as a protective mother, or were darker motives at play?
You are submitting to this court that Mr. White is not, in fact, her biological father?
I don't believe so.
Please explain why, specifically.
He was always leaving me, going out with other women. Why should I have to deal with that?
So are you saying because he would leave you and go out with other women, you would sleep with other men?
Nope, I slept with one other. I was dating him. And when I got home from the grocery store, Mr. White...
The emotional climax reaches its peak when Tasha, the daughter at the heart of the dispute, speaks out. Her journey to uncover her true heritage and the impact of her mother's decisions highlight the episode's theme, how the quest for security can sometimes lead individuals down a path of deception and manipulation.
Who did you actually think was your father growing up?
I believed my adopted father was my father until I heard my grandmother on the phone, and she stated that there was another gentleman.
How old were you then?
7 or 8.
And is that the only time in your lifetime that you heard you could have another possible father?
No, after my brother had passed away, I found adoption papers.
As the clock ticks down to the final gavel, the air in the courtroom is thick with suspense. Every piece of testimony adds another layer to the messed up web of family loyalty, betrayal, and the exploitation of legal loopholes for personal advantage. As the episode wraps up, viewers are perched on the edge of their seats, pondering a critical question. In the murky world of human motives and legal battles, can true justice ever really emerge victorious? Or is money the primary aim? Stay tuned, because just when you think you figured it all out, the final verdict promises to shake everything up. The truth is about to come out.
Mr. White, you are not the father.
Sorry, baby. I'll still help you.
Are you okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. White, are you all right?
Yes, Your Honor, I will be.
I know it's not the news you wanted. You say that you will help her find her biological father if she asks for that help.
And here again, we dive into the intense drama between Ms. Currington and Mr. Kim Larson, whose relationship is marked by a big age difference and now a heated paternity dispute. Ms. Currington is adamant that Mr. Larson is the father of her 5-month-old daughter, Kaoira. She's here to challenge his denials and demand he take responsibility as a father.
Ms. Currington, you claim during a torrid older-younger love affair, the defendant fathered your 5-month-old daughter, Kaoira. Once today's results prove he is the father, you want him to stop denying and take full responsibility. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Kim Larson, you and your daughter say that the plaintiff may be young, but is a known playgirl and claims you are the father.
From the get-go, Miss Currington claims that their daughter was planted, describing Mr. Larson as a willing partner in starting a family at first. She shares how Mr. Larson's commitment seemed to vanish when he entered a new relationship, suggesting his change of heart might be more about convenience and his finances than actual disinterest. interest.
So, Ms. Currington, how upset does it make you feel that Mr. Kim Larson denies your daughter?
It makes me feel pissed off because we planned this baby.
You planned the baby?
Yes, we did.
What was said?
He wanted to have a baby by me, and that was that. And we kept trying and trying and trying.
And now that the baby's here, he denies the baby?
Yes, because I'm in another relationship.
Oh.
Mr. Larson counters, painting Ms. Currington as a clever manipulator whose real goal was to latch onto his wealth. The courtroom is left wondering whether her intentions were really about love or influenced by Mr. Larson's money, a common question in stories of relationships with big age and wealth gaps.
Mr. Kim Larson, you deny this baby. You say this baby's not yours.
Yes, Honor. I can explain that to you. She's a player. She's unpredictable. She played a game with my emotion. She plotted.
Oh, you say she plotted?
Yes.
So you think she did all of this on purpose?
Yes.
Did you plan to have a baby together? Were you trying to have a baby?
No, Honor.
As the testimonies continue, Ms. Currington describes their first meeting, which she says was filled with mutual attraction, but overshadowed by Mr. Larson showing off his wealth. This part of their story mixes romance with financial motives, making everyone question the real basis of their relationship. Was it love, or was Mr. Larson just a financial target for her?
He's 25 years older than you.
I met Ian at the hotel. He came in, he approached me and asked me if I seen his girlfriend at that time. And I said no, but I would help you look for her. So we walked in the hallways and knocked on every door, okay?
What made you want to help him look for his girlfriend?
Because I was being nice at the time.
You were being nice.
Promiscuous.
As we move closer to finding out the truth about Kawaira's paternity, the tension in the courtroom builds. This episode highlights deep issues like trust, betrayal, and the complexities of relationships where money plays a big role. Is Ms. Currington genuinely in love, or was this all a plan to secure a wealthy partner? Stay tuned as we prepare for the big reveal. The upcoming decision promises to cut through the complications and show us the truth. Will the court support Ms. Currington's claims, or will Mr. Larson's doubts about her motives hold up? Watch as the verdict unfolds. It's going to be a revealing conclusion to a saga filled with emotion and drama. Get ready. The truth is about to be laid bare.
Mr. Kim Larson, you are the father.
Dad. No. You already knew that.
That makes you emotional to hear, Mr. Kim Larson?
Yes, Honor.
And why is that?
I don't know how to explain.
You're happy that she's your little girl, or you're just happy you know the truth? What are you feeling?